Hey guys, how you doing? Corell Cooper here. Tonight, my original intent for my blog post was going to be to compare Derek Lowe to Oliver Perez in hopes that the New York Mets still had an option to get either pitcher. But it's turned into tonight I'll be discussing evaluating Derek Lowe's new 4-year, $60 million deal with the Atlanta Braves, and then also discussing what the Mets need to do next. First and foremost, the Braves get a reliable veteran pitcher in Derek Lowe, someone who will probably give them close to 200 innings of pitching, and someone who can pitch in a big game. I think that this was a good signing by the Braves. I think that it's a signing that the Braves actually needed to make more than the Mets, and the reason why I say that is because the Braves had already been outbidded for A.J. Burnett, who signed with the Yankees, and most recently the Braves lost John Smoltz. So they needed that second pitcher to go with Hudson to give them the 1-2 punch at the top of their rotation. So I think that this is an excellent signing by the Braves. On the other hand, the Mets, now, I'm assuming that they're going to squarely turn their attention to Oliver Perez. I think that the Mets, and I've talked about this on other blogs that I've made comments on, and also about on my own blog. I think the Mets are really screwing around here in terms of signing a starting pitcher. Their offer to Derek Lowe was really not a good offer. Their original offer, which I believe was 3 years, $30 million, and the reports are that the Mets have offered Oliver Perez a 3-year deal. Now, I don't know what the Mets' thinking is here, but for Oliver Perez, for a young pitcher who I believe is either 27 or 28 years old, there's no way, with his stuff and being a lefty, there's no way he's going to sign a 3-year deal. I think the Mets need to go back. I think they need to offer Perez a 4 or 5-year deal to get it done. And I think it's very important that the Mets get this deal done with Oliver Perez. He's still relatively young, despite all his antics, and I know he can drive Mets fans nuts. He has great stuff, and you never know. One of these years the light switch may go on, and he can be an excellent pitcher, especially now that Santana's there, and Santana can lend him a helping hand and maybe take him under his wing, similar to what he did with Liriano in Minnesota. I think it's important for the Mets to sign Perez. Right now they only have just the one lefty in their rotation, which is Santana. I think you need that second lefty, especially when you talk about your competition in the division with the Phillies. You need that second lefty to control the bats of Ryan Howard and Chase Utley in their rotation. So, the Mets, I think, really need to ante up here and sign Oliver Perez. Be interested to hear what you guys think. Talk to you soon.